Hey, BOLO Buddies, thanks for watching. So my battery was going out. I'm pre-recording some videos, so I had to switch over and plug in, so I'm in a different spot. So I'm going to get back to my little list here, and I'm going to try and just finish off these right here. I am doing split screen, so we're going to talk about the BOLO that is pulled up, and then we're going to look at some solds that are in the same category to see if it is actually a BOLO or a no-go. Sometimes sellers get lucky, but so far I've only found one in the past 2 videos that I've done. So we're going to keep looking through these here and see what we can find. Be sure to subscribe below, and let's get started. All right, so this is an antique cookbook from 1870. And it sold for $255.49. I know that there are sellers on eBay that are totally doing amazing with cookbooks. Not cookbooks, just books in general, I should say. But definitely not in my, not something that I look for, but I probably should start considering it. Okay, so I've already got antique cookbook. I'm in solds, so down here on the side it says sold, so I've clicked on that. And then I'm under auction, and I'm under highest sold first. You can also do number of bids, highest first. I like to search that way also, but I like to see what's going for a lot of money. So here's an antique cookbook. It went for $335, $280. That's from 1798. Man, that is old. This is the one that I originally had pulled up, $255, $236. So definitely some big BOLOs. But I also want to tell you, on the other hand, if you look at lowest price first, you also have this one that went for 6 cents, 99 cents. So always do your research. I am looking at highest first when I do these videos. So just be conscious of that, and definitely check solds before you go spending a ton of money on something. I mean, if you can get it for 50 cents or $1, I mean, I personally would just grab it and go. I wouldn't waste my time researching it. I would feel that pretty confident that I could at least make my dollar back. Okay. Next one here is this snapback hat, which we've talked a lot about in my Facebook group. If you are not in my Facebook group, down below is a link. Be sure to check it out and join. So this one says Tiger Mowers. I'm going to go ahead and just put in Tiger Mowers snapback and just see if any more come up. Good. Looks like this is the only one like this, so I'm guessing it's more of a maybe rare patch that's on it. But overall, let me just show you here. Vintage. Your cat is another one that does well. Anything chemical, standard chemical, these do well. But again, they're kind of hit and miss. This is, I'm going from highest first. If you click lowest first, you're going to find some that sold for next to nothing. So again, do your research. All right. These are restaurant advertising matchbooks. There's 130 here, and they're from the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s. I have no idea how they know that. Pretty cool. Sold for $153.46. It could be somebody reselling them, like a reseller buying them, or it could be a collector. We just do not know. But I am going to put in vintage matchbooks and see what we can pull up here. Don't know about that. So here is over 4,000. Ooh, well, that's a lot. That went for $385. I've posted about this one before. So this, sorry about that. Something's beeping. These are matchbook covers. So they have taken the matches out, and they have put them in, like rubber banded them, and I guess they're just collecting the different advertisements. But this one sold for $360.22. Matchbook holder, it's pretty cool. Over 2,000 again, went for 175. 1876. Matchbook box. Now that's cool. That went for 179.28. Here's the one we're looking at. These are from the 1940s, Indian motorcycle. That makes sense. Those went for 122. Okay, I'm going to keep going, guys. Sorry, I'm getting stuck because I like learning. So this is kind of cool. It's a dust kit, and it looks to be, it's like a cloth. And I'm guessing this is probably the container that held it, which looks to be in mint condition. It says original Ford motor. It doesn't tell me how old it is. Okay, so anyway, I'm guessing I'm not going to find another one of these, but let's just check. Dust kit Ford motor. Just the one. This is a repair kit can that went for 43. Emergency fuse kit, 43. So again, this is not the same thing, but I'm learning about some other BOLOs to be on the lookout for. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, so here's another one I posted in my Facebook group. Somebody kind of tore me apart and said that these are fake. And I'm like, well, I have no idea if they're fake. They said that I should have reported the seller. And I'm like, I am not going to report somebody if I don't know something for sure. My guess is that if it has 46 bids at $4,500. Now, granted, this bidder, the winning bid, has 0. But there's some other people that have, 342, 969. There's some other high feedback. So they started it at 1 cent. I don't know if they're fake. I don't know if they're real, but I will tell you that I will not report somebody unless I am 100% sure that somebody is being shady. And even at that point, I don't really know that it's my place to report somebody. I try to stay out of that because I don't know. I just do. I don't feel like it's my place. So I am not going to report anyone unless I won't do it. I've never reported anyone. So, but it does say rubber flexible, no crack or hard areas. So I kind of get why the person that thinks that they might not be authentic said that, because I mean, they do look to be in really, really good condition, but other people in the group were saying that they are legit. I mean, they appear more vintage, like in the inside, I guess, but I don't know. Does anybody know if these are real or not? What's your comment below? Let me know. I'm curious. Anyway, what I was saying is collectors typically know if something is real or not. And I would be very surprised if the price went this high if they were fake. But I'm also surprised that the seller started the auction at 1 cent. But hey, I don't know. Let's see if we can find another pair and compare them. Vintage Sears, the winner. So this is the pair that sold. Here's another pair, and those look totally different, but those only went for $31, so obviously they're not the same thing. So I'm not seeing any other solds. So again, the Facebook group member that said they're fake could be right, and I'm guessing that if the person that purchased these gets them and they are fake, that they can open a case and fight it. So eBay protects buyers, so there should be no problem there. And I don't fault the seller for telling me to report it, but at the same time, I just don't feel comfortable reporting things that I know nothing about. And I wasn't promoting it. I was simply saying hey, check these out. And if you find them, they're a BOLO. So moving on, New Kids on the Block. It's funny because I posted this in the Facebook group also, and I had several people say, oh my gosh, I have some of these. I don't know why these went for so much. They are DVDs and VHS tapes. So I'm going to put in New Kids on the Block. Maybe they're having a concert. I think I was at like a direct sales party and somebody was talking about, I think it was New Kids on the Block having a concert. So maybe they got back together and had a concert. Maybe they're still together. I have no idea. I remember I used to love New Kids on the Block, but my gosh, I was so young and I know nothing about it now. Oh, here's some trading cards. Here's another BOLO that I didn't know about. $709 those went for. I guess I'm going to have to be a little bit more specific. Let's put in DVD. So here's the one that I have. So again, I'm guessing this seller may have gotten lucky and this may be a no-go. Let's see. Well, this went for $61, but it's kind of a mixed lot of stuff. It looks like they had non-payment quite a few times and they relisted it. Yeah, see, here's one that went for $9.99. So I guess, I mean, if you can pick them up for 50 cents or something, here's the same one here. So I don't know, maybe one of these is rare. I can't say for sure, but I can tell you that it had 41 bids and it sold for $81. So let's look and just kind of look at, it looks like maybe a bidding war between two people. So sometimes all it takes is two people to really want your item. And that's what happened on this one. So I don't know if this is a BOLO or not. This may be a no-go. So don't get too excited if you see it. But if you can get it for super cheap, 50 cents a quarter, probably make your money back. All right, so this is another one. Salvation Army has a store. I did a video on this. Check it out. It's a pretty good video. I think you'll be surprised. But it's my YouTube channel is BOLO Buddies. So just go to that and you will see Salvation Army in the title. But this Teddy Ruxpin went for $415. I'm really surprised by that price, but I want to show you here. Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, so I am under auction, highest first. This, of course, is the highest one. And I also am wondering, because it's Salvation Army, people know that it's going to a good cause. Maybe they bid it up higher. Not really sure. But let's look through here. I mean, this is Teddy Ruxpin and other items, and it only went for $199. So here's one. It looks like it comes with boat Grubby, but went $165, $152, and this one has the box. So again, it looks like both of them are a BOLO. Trying to see if I can find one that doesn't have the box. So this one's pre-owned. It went for $98.70, but it's from Canada, so it only had one bid. This one's $102, 32 bids, no box. So they definitely go for more if they have the box. This one has the extra outfit, the Santa outfit. But yeah, huge BOLO for the Salvation Army. Huge. All right. All right, have you guys heard of this? Panasonic Real 3DO FZ1 video game console. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of it. I mean, you know, I hear Xbox and Nintendo, but I've never heard of Panasonic Real. So, $338.99, 72 bids. Let's type it in and see what it pulls up. Vintage Panasonic Real game console. So this is the one we're talking about. Here's another one, went for $250. 136. They don't seem to be very common. But yeah, I mean, there's some, it looks like if you've got games and controllers and it's working, that they go for a decent price. So yeah, pretty cool. I didn't know about it. Okay, so this is a vintage 1976 Disney Store snow globe. And I've heard about these. I've not found one yet, but I'm going to be looking. This sold for $456.11, 82 bids. Disney snow globe. So here's the one we're talking about. Here's another one, $265. That's a music box, so I'm not sure why that came up under snow globes, but it did. 130, 75, 75. So again, this would be a good one to, if you find one, definitely search solds, because you should be able to find it pretty easily. Like this one only went for 31, this one went for 39. But depending on what you get them for, it's definitely something to be on the lookout for. But if you find this one, whoo! All right, this is pretty cool. Mermaids are kind of a big thing, it seems, this year. Ceramic wall hangings made in Japan. Super duper cute. Sold for $172.50, 37 bids. I guess I'll just put in vintage mermaid wall hangings. See if we get anything else. Here's this one that sold for $127.50. So yeah, there's some, definitely some good solds on these. But again, I think mermaids are really the in thing this year, I guess. This one only went for 38. So again, a lot of times it just depends. If you can pick it up cheap, try it. All right, so this is a brass railroad lock, and it looks like it's just the key. So let's put in vintage railroad key. $58, not a huge bolo, but I mean, it's a key. So, well, here's a key, railroad key. It went for $455. So I guess not all keys are created equal. This one looks very similar, and it went for $382. Just amazing. You just never know. So railroad keys, guys. Bolo. This is a porcelain danger, high voltage, keep away sign. $127.50. I don't think I really need to go in and search porcelain signs. We all know that vintage signs do really well. Okay, so this is cool. This is a vintage rolling pin, and it's stoneware. So I'm going to put in vintage. I'm just going to do vintage rolling pin first and see what comes up. So this one sold for $275 with 27 bids. This looks to be a stoneware advertising, but it says something different on it. It says Gilmore's. This one says, I can't read it. But this one went for $128. Ceramic rolling, glass and ceramic, those went for $60. So that's not, that shipping was kind of high, but those glass ones are kind of cool. $71. So they're kind of all over the place, but let's look up vintage stoneware, because that might be what's driving the price up. Yeah, okay, so the jugs, the stoneware jugs, some of those are big money. I think a lot of us know about that already, and some of them are not big money. So again, definitely do your research. Look how cute that is, $93. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Memory jug. So cute, so cute. All right, I gotta keep going here. This one's a little longer. I have some extra. Okay, so another one that I talked about in the Facebook group. This is a, I think when I posted it, it was still up for auction. So it ended up selling for $255.54. Let's see if there's any more Dukes of Hazzard. I can't spell, tray. So this is the one that it's sealed in the original packaging, so it went for $2.55. Here's one that's not sealed. It went for $63.54. So yeah, I feel like that's something you could probably pick up pretty cheap. You know, 30 to 30 bucks it looks like on the lower end of the ones that are pre-owned. Let me go lowest first. So $9.99. So I guess it kind of depends on what is on the tray. So definitely search solds. But most of them are going in the $30 range if they are pre-owned. This one went for more, I'm guessing, because it had the original plastic wrap on it. Okay, so another one that I posted in my Facebook group. This is a little weapon for the Star Wars character R2-D2. And a couple members in my group, in my Facebook group, are really big into toys, and they said this is definitely a hard to find item and that this is a reputable seller. So it's going for more because I'm guessing that this seller has a good reputation, which is always helpful. I'm not even sure. Let's see if I can just put in vintage lightsaber and see what comes up. I'm under or lowest first, so let's get back into highest first. Okay, so it's really just giving me the characters with the weapons. I'm not really seeing. I'm going to keep scrolling here and just see. So here he is with the original weapon, I'm assuming. So this is the character that it goes to. So you can see his little weapon there. So it looks like it goes down inside the character. Pretty cool. So yeah, that is just the weapon. Sword, lightsaber, whatever you call it. So yeah, really cool. I bet that seller was excited. But maybe not. If they sell toys, they probably knew they were going to get a lot for it. Okay, so this is a trombone tuba mouthpiece. I just sold a trumpet that had 3 mouthpieces in it, and I probably should have researched the mouthpieces. Lesson learned. Anyway, I still did well on it. It was still a BOLO for me, and I'm happy with what I sold it for, and if the person buying it makes some money, so be it. I am good with that. So vintage mouth. I just want to show you guys here. Here is a saxophone mouthpiece that went for $1,850. So some of the mouthpieces for these vintage instruments go for a lot of money. So definitely do your research. Don't be like me. I didn't do my research. I just put it all together and sold it. When people started asking me what the mouthpieces said in emails, I was like, whoops. But I already had it listed and I let the auction go because that's what I do. All right, Nirvana shirts. Okay, so this one, I have not seen the one with the dollar bill on the front, but let's just put it in here. This one went for $950, $940. So you can see some of the different prints. They're concert tees. It just depends on what is on the front. Some go for more, some go for less, but this is a popular tee. This one almost always does well. I have no idea why those My Little Ponies are there. But anyhow, yeah, so see, $449, that's a weird shirt. Just a weird shirt, in my opinion. I would not wear that shirt. But anyway, pretty cool. All right, here is another one that I posted in my Facebook group, and it was auction when I posted it, and the auction ended, and it sold for $260 with 35 bids. I am just going to put in vintage thermos and see what comes up. So It looks like a lot of these are pulling up lunch boxes with the thermos. So this went for, yeah, $2.60. So trying to keep scrolling here. Again, I'm not seeing, and maybe that's why this went for so much, because it's more uncommon. Yep, I'm not getting any that are just thermos. These are all lunch boxes with thermos. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. You can see it might be, let's type in Mickey Mouse. Oops. Just see. So there it is. But again, lunchbox with the thermos. So yeah, just a unique, cool vintage item that went for $260. All right, so this is a patch, NWA patch. So let's type it in, NWA patch. This one sold for $71, and this one, $267. So vintage patches, do your research. Boy Scout ones, I know, do good. Motorcycle related ones do well. Okay, so this is a Stetson hat, and it sold for $137.50 with 54 bids. So this is the last one, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm hoping you learned a lot, because I know I am learning a lot. Stetson hat. Ooh, $2,500. This one has a case, $648. So yeah, some of these old Stetson hats go for money. Even the pre-owned ones. I mean, look at these sold prices. Ooh, I had a box like that. I don't think it was a Stetson. I don't think I ever listed that. Wonder where we put that. Do you guys ever do that? Set something to the side because you don't think it's worth anything, and then you see something and you're like, oh, that looks very familiar. I don't think ours was a Stetson hat, though. But anyway, all right, guys, so that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and have a fantastic night.